Coming off a week where I felt we played a hard fought game against a very talented Alabama team where we played for 4 quarters, had opportunities, and unfortunately we were not able to seize the moment. But I liked our team and how we competed in that game. A big one ahead of us as we prepare to go back into Tiger Stadium for what we know as the Battle of the Boot, the Golden Boot, against a very worthy opponent that year in and year out has given us their very best, and don't expect anything differently this week. And so we'll have to get going up early. 11:45 is not a usual kickoff time for us, and so we'll have to get our juices flowing early in the morning. We'll do some things from a program standpoint that alerts us and get us going early, so that we could be at our very best against probably one of the more dangerous quarterbacks in the conference, if not the country, when it comes to run pass threat. A team that's ranked 8th in the country in overall offense, that certainly has our attention, and that are very dangerous, that can score and have scored routinely on opponents. So we start this week in preparation for Arkansas as they get ready to come to Death Valley.
All right, thank you, Coach. We'll begin with Matt Moscona of ESPN Baton Rouge.
Hey, Frank. Good morning.
Good morning, Matt.
Have you had any red shirt conversations with any players who are nearing their 4-game limit? And then specifically about Michael Van Buren, who's played in 3. I know you've said you want to utilize both guys, but he might have a decision to make there too.
Yeah, for us, the responsibility and the want to of our players, if they can go into a game and contribute in a major way for us to have an opportunity to win that game, they would like to, and we would like them to be in position to do so. That's been something that's been consistent with our team. We have some guys, or a guy or two, that may have played 2 snaps on a field goal or field goal block unit. In those cases, consideration and recommendation of protecting their red shirt is something that's under consideration. Is certainly something that we would certainly be open to. A guy that is playing 30 snaps on offense, defense, or special teams. We still got a lot of season. We got 3 games and a bowl game on the horizon, and so we would like to be able to move forward and use those contributions to help us win these games. And Michael's no different than the rest of them. If he can come in and contribute and help us to win, it's something he wants to do. It's something that we want him to do because we think he has tremendous value to us. But, those are the things that you have to take into consideration of student athlete and family, of what may have been told to them prior and where we're currently at as a program. And we're taking those appropriate measures.
If I could ask a second, an update on Whit Weeks and Aaron Anderson.
Yeah, Whit was at practice yesterday. He moved around. He'll move around again today, and we'll see. We'll see how he holds up. Today is our Grit Wednesday, so it's a little more taxing than earlier in the week. It'll be a lot less going at Thursday and Friday preparation. So today's a pivotal day for him in his practice to see how his body holds up. And so we're anxious to see how that happens. Certainly could use his contributions and his leadership on the field, but we got to play it day by day. And so we'll see that. Aaron is up and moving about. He'll be in a limited capacity, but moving around. He moved around well yesterday. We'll look at him again today, but I think he'll be ready to go for Saturday.
Thank you.
Next, we'll go to Tom Murphy of the Arkansas Democrat-Gazette.
Good morning, Frank.
Good morning, Tom.
Hey, Bobby Petrino offense. Maybe could you talk about the characteristics and what you guys did? What Blake and them did last year slowed them down. I think held them to the 2nd lowest total offense last year.
Yeah. He has a unique way of adapting his offensive scheme around the signal caller. Um, and so as a quarterback, you look at the history, and I've faced him for many years, and then watched him from afar, even when he was at Louisville, that he does as good a job as anyone in the country of catering and playing to the strength of his quarterbacks, and they've done that in this year's. And so you could have things schematically matched to contain him. But he's so dangerous, the quarterback, that even when you have the right call, there you go, Taylor Green's taking off and defeating a one-on-one. And so that becomes a huge part of it. You could have it identified. You still got to tackle him. You still got to make that play in space. And that has proven to be very difficult uh, for just about everybody they've played. And so that's a huge task for us, a huge charge for us, but something that we're paying attention to try to contain him. But outside of that, I think even they have a talented running back in Mike Washington who does a really good job approaching 1,000 yards here. Omega Blake is, a 700-yard receiver for them. And so they have talent throughout their offense, and it'll be a tall task for us, but it's something that I think that we're going to do our very best to put ourselves in position to try to slow them down.
And then kind of a two-part thing. Number 97 on defense, Quincy Rhodes. What's your take on him? And then what have you seen from Arkansas defensively since the coaching restructuring?
Quincy Rhodes, outstanding player for them, leads the SEC in tackles for loss, number 2 in sacks. Have some tools in his tool belt, right? He's an up and under guy. He's a long arm guy. Then an ice pick guy. He positions himself to create havoc for offensive tackles as they try to when he can get a one-on-one matchup. We'll try to slow him down. We'll get some help for our young tackles to try to maintain him, because he can certainly be disruptive for their football team. What I have seen for them since the transition is a team that hasn't quit, that week in and week out, they put themselves in position to win games. They score points on everybody, and they're a talented team that plays hard. And so, and playing even harder, and you would think that may not be the case when you look at record, but that's not the case. Coach Petrino has done a really good job of getting his team up and ready to play each and every week.
Thanks, Frank.
Thank you.
Next, we'll go to Wilson Alexander, the Advocate.
Good morning, Frank.
Good morning, Wilson.
Just wanted to clarify when you said weeks moved around and will move around today. What does that mean for him exactly? Is he like fully dressing out and going through a total practice, or like does he still have the walking boot on? Just kind of could you just clarify what that means?
Yeah, practicing with the team, spot practicing, no boot, in attire, moving about, transitioning, but not what on yesterday, not what body weight against him. He'll get that today to see how he sustains and move with actual weight against him.
Okay, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Next, we'll go to Koki Riley with the Advocate.
Morning, Frank.
Good morning, Koki.
I was curious as to, so with just more of a big picture question here with Garrett, what do you think has gone sideways for him this season?
What do I think have gone sideways with Garrett? I think as a team, we haven't performed and done the things that we needed to do, specifically in this case, offensively. I think Garrett is not individually or isolated of someone who's gone sideways. I think that we have not done the things necessarily best for us as an offense in a multitude of ways. And he's just one of many that have not played up to their desire or their want to. And that's at every position, whether it's the receivers, the tight end, the offensive line, the running backs, the quarterback included. Collectively, we need to continue to strive to do the things necessary to have success. And so there's a tremendous want to. He does some really good things, and there are other things that we need to continue to build on and build around him to have the success that we need both quarterbacks to play well in this game.